right. Don't try this late at night after you've been at the bar. Our insurance does not cover it. You guys excited about Evergreen One? Are you seeing anyone taking the storage as a service market as seriously as pure storage? Nope. Absolutely not. We are dead serious about making storage as simple to consume as a service as possible. Now, we talked a lot about how to deliver the most value to your customers on premise. But let's talk about this tiny little thing called the cloud. The fact is, application development has exploded. What was once a few key business applications is now a complex fabric of disparate systems, interoperating to drive customer satisfaction, innovation, and profitability. And the complexity of these applications continues to expand as digitization evolves and new AI workloads come online. Add to this the complex infrastructure landscape that now extends well beyond the data center into the cloud, with promises to extend even further to the edge. What does this mean for all of you? Well, simply put, the pace of change is high. Stakeholders are demanding more from IT than ever before. So how can you meet these expectations? How can you streamline your operations and free up time and money to better support the future? How can you better support the development and modernization of current and new applications? Well, let's start by looking at the current state of application modernization. We just published a report in partnership with Dimensional Research that addresses the rapid adoption of cloud-native platforms in accelerating application delivery and fueling enterprise innovation. This research gives us a very strong indication of what the future holds. The first thing we know is that the majority of new applications will be built in cloud-native platforms. Over the next 5 years, 80% of respondents confirmed that all or most of their new applications will be built on cloud-native platforms across hybrid cloud environments. You know, there's no surprise here. The cloud provides an ideal operating model for developing, testing, and launching new applications. The second thing we know is that traditional VM infrastructure is at an inflection point. More than half of organizations are planning to migrate some of their VMware workloads to Kubernetes. This is being driven by companies actively evaluating VMware alternatives after Broadcom's acquisition, and the recognition that managing VMs and containers on independent platforms is not only challenging, but expensive. Third, Kubernetes adoption is skyrocketing and already delivering support for business-critical applications. In fact, nearly all respondents are already running data-intensive stateful workloads on cloud-native platforms, including databases, analytics, and emerging AI/ML workloads. As Kubernetes has matured, platforms like Red Hat OpenShift and Portworx have enabled stateful deployments on Kubernetes at scale. And Kubernetes is ready for the scale. In fact, ChatGPT itself is built on Kubernetes with over 7,500 nodes in production. This research clearly reveals a major inflection point in the way we develop, architect, and manage new applications. But with this shift comes new challenges for all of us. The first challenge is managing containers at scale. You see, instead of monolithic applications, we now have microservices, allowing faster, more agile application development and no downtime. The challenge is in deploying, scaling, and maintaining these hundreds of thousands of containers and their data, both efficiently and reliably. The second challenge, though, is managing the operational complexity of the cloud. Because instead of your data being restricted to the walls of your data center, we have distributed infrastructure, allowing you to deliver your data where it would be processed and used to lower latency. But this presents a new challenge in managing the complexity of the hybrid cloud landscape. While a lot of these discussions around these challenges centers on Kubernetes, cloud services, and developer autonomy, we can't overlook the importance of laying a solid foundation at the infrastructure level. I'd suggest that your data platform's like the fuel system in a race car. You might focus a lot on the engine, but without the right fuel lines, pressure regulators, and injectors, the fastest race car in the world will break down and fail to perform. In the same way, Applications need a sophisticated data platform to support performance, innovation, and scale. Now, all this research is helpful, but how does it play out in your world? How can we help? Well, we speak to thousands of developers and IT teams, and what we see is they want different but related things. Your developers need a platform that is simple to deploy and scale across clouds with APIs. They don't want to worry about storage. They need it to be performant and available self-service. They need reliability and availability to be intrinsic in the platform, and they need it to have the full support of all native cloud services. And all you in IT need a storage platform that delivers against the SLAs of the business for both performance and availability. One that is secure and compliant by default. One that is simple to install, upgrade, expand, and manage, all while being operationally and cost efficient. So going back to how we build the infrastructure to support this next generation of applications, well, the good news is compute has largely been solved. Networking has largely been solved, but unfortunately, storage has been left behind, leaving all of you to pick up the pieces. That's where Pure Storage comes in. Charlie spoke earlier to the ethos and strategy for our data platform. This platform value extends well beyond traditional applications in the data center to cloud-native applications. Pure's delivering this platform today, no matter whether you're operating on premises or in the cloud, and regardless of whether you're deploying in bare metal using VMs or containers. You see, 5 years ago, we launched Cloud Block Store, seamlessly extending our Purity OS to native cloud infrastructure. That's 5 years ago. Since then, Pure Cloud Block Store has been deployed by countless customers across both AWS and Microsoft Azure. In 2020, we acquired Portworx, extending our platform to support and simplify data services for large-scale container environments. And today, in 2024, our platform is in a unique position to help you not simply drive efficiency with traditional applications, but to help you modernize and build your next generation of applications, extending them seamlessly to the cloud. Customers are trusting Pure and investing in the Pure Storage platform to fuel their growth over the next decade. Why? Let me break it down for you. It's the simplicity of our Purity operating system that you've come to love, now extending natively into the cloud with no trade-offs, bringing simplicity of use and management to both you and your developers. It's our proven evergreen architecture, protecting your investment while eliminating the risks of costly downtime. It's that we are committed to operational and energy efficiency at every level, allowing you to deliver sustainable growth while managing costs. And it's our single unified subscription model that Prakash talked about, allowing you to pay as you go with full partnership and shared risk, backed by SLAs spanning performance, availability, and security. The Pure Storage platform meets you and your infrastructure where you are, regardless of where your data lives. And our customers are already reaping the benefits. A Fortune 500 healthcare organization recently modernized their back-end systems and extended them to the cloud. However, post-deployment, they were struggling with their cloud storage costs. With Pure Cloud Block Store extending Purity to the cloud, they estimate they will optimize cloud storage costs by over $45 million over 5 years. That's 50% of their storage spend. These savings will free up cloud budgets and allow them to support further growth initiatives in analytics and AI. Also, a top global bank bet on Kubernetes and containers to power the modernization of their payment processing system. As this system grew, stateful storage requirements drove deep complexity for the storage teams, and they were not solved by traditional CSI drivers. By implementing Portworx, they were able to automate the deployment and scale of storage services across their 8,000-node Kubernetes environment. Portworx delivers reliability and saves their platform team from tedious manual processes. We are here to help. The Pure Storage platform is ready to meet you where you are and be the fuel powering your innovation as you modernize your storage infrastructure to meet the needs of applications today and into the future. Thank you. We've talked a lot about our platform this morning, but this next video really brings it to life. Let's roll the film.
Let's start with the good news. A new era of data is here, now. The bad news? It's completely unpredictable. Sure, AI has opened up more possibility for your business, but at the cost of far more complexity. Yesterday's storage can't even keep up with today's problems. Now try to predict what your business will need in 3, 4, 5 years? Impossible. Enter the Pure Storage platform with its unique architecture that evolves with your business, always getting newer and better, with zero planned downtime. Guaranteed. We've demolished 20th century storage with its sprawling, inflexible stacks and built a unified storage services platform that works across on-premises, public cloud, and hosted. Any workload, anytime. Instead of siloed stacks requiring multiple management systems, our platform gives you one simple way to manage storage at any scale. This gives you ultimate flexibility, turning your storage into a service, saving you time, energy, and money. The old world of data storage is officially extinct. Welcome to a new era from Pure Storage.